breaking news. Matthias de Ligt has decided. Is this a full-blown, proper decision? Has he properly announced?
Matthias de Ligt?
Yeah.
Do we believe?
Do we believe?
Well, Mino Raiola has said that he has signed a deal with Juventus. So, do you believe Mino Raiola?
Do I? I mean, no.
I don't know. I think it's as good as done, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
We do await official confirmation from Juventus, from de Ligt himself, but of course, Raiola speaks on behalf of Matthias.
And he must have been listening to us, because remember a few weeks ago we did say Juventus would be the best move for him as a defender. And the fact that Juventus are going to be rather good next season.
They'll win the league every season for the next 5 seasons.
Absolutely.
It'll be, there'll be a few tough games during the year, but not many. And
you get to learn off Chiellini. Chiellini shows you some of the tricks of the trade. How to jostle with people on set pieces and
be a cheat.
Try and get away with it now with VAR.
But think of all he could have learned from Phil Jones.
Yeah, how to pull a face when you realise that
the ball's gone over your head.
Yeah.
Or that you're going to do like a full-length diving header and the ball's on the ground, you could have just kicked it.
Yeah.
That's probably what most of Phil Jones' faces is, I could have kicked this. Oh.
Is this like selecting the sort of character you're going to proceed as, choosing Juventus? Well, am I going to become the scumbag defender like they like to kind of promote in Italy, or am I going to become the classy ball-playing defender as I've tended to be by going to a Spanish club, or will I become, the defender that brings a club from the depths of hell like Manchester United back to the big time once again? There were his three options, and he's gone to become, a shithouse basically.
He can probably do all three, it turns out, at various stages in his career. He can have 2 years now and still be 21.
Yeah.
20.
No, he's 19.
Yeah, and also as well, look who he's playing for. Sarri, so he will be a ball-playing centre-half. He'll be encouraged to play it from the back, because Chiellini can play ball, but he certainly wouldn't be...
Not his first choice.
No.
We do have breaking news.
Yeah.
We were talking about Matthias de Ligt a moment ago. The Reliable Express, have dropped a bombshell. Matthias de Ligt has appeared to drop a massive hint over his playing future, says the opening paragraph of this sublime piece of journalism. De Ligt's recent Instagram activity has suggested he could very well be playing his football in Turin this season. On Sunday night, eagle-eyed footy fans noticed the Dutchman liked the recent post from Juve's record signing, Cristiano Ronaldo. Many interpreted the youngster's liking of Ronaldo's post as a hint he'd be playing alongside the Portuguese next season. Also, you've got to check your sources here or get some ancillary good backup information. The Express reports that, and wait for it, De Ligt and Ronaldo had a brief conversation with one another after the UEFA Nations League final in June, which Portugal won 1-0.
There you go. Done deal.
It's two sources.
Teenager likes Ronaldo on Instagram. I mean, if that's not a 100% nailed on story, then I don't know what is these days.
Is Instagram like Twitter, where sometimes you can be scrolling on your phone, and if it's a bit stodgy,
yes,
you can hit
apparently,
like... Yeah.
Israel Folau managed to rack up a lot of those sort of likes.
He did, yeah, especially in Irish rugby. Anything else for us?
No, that's it. So plenty there.
I know that was very important journalism that went in to build that, but really, Phil, you're only here for one reason, and that's deal or no deal.
That's it, yeah. It's getting serious now.
Monday's boring lead story in Transfer Deal or No Deal. After reports that Manchester United officials did not know if Paul Pogba would come to Australia with the team, he has, it's turned out, joined the Manchester United tour Down Under. Expect a lot of Pogba talk this week. The latest is that he's Juve's #1 target. They're expected to offer £120 million. That's €134 million. However, if you believe L'Equipe, Zidane and Madrid are ready to offer €150 million for the want-away French star. One word update. Who lands Pogba, Phil? Who lands Pogba? One word.
Real.
It's going to be Juventus. But let's just give a bit of background here to what's happened over the last couple of days. So, Paul Pogba returned on Saturday from New York. He was on a promotional tour with Adidas. We can see his Instagram account and his fitness work through Central Park here. The brilliant athlete that he is.
Watch what he's wearing. Now, can you see the name on the back of his shirt? Just in case you didn't know who it was. He's got his own name on the back of his shirt for training. I was like, hang on a second, is Paul Pogba wearing a Pogba shirt? Yes, he is!
Oh, it's an Atlanta United Pogba shirt, no less. So could he be going to Atlanta United? I probably doubt it, to be quite honest. But we've seen him then at the airport. Who's filming this? We see him at the airport then yesterday before he goes off to Perth. And Paul Pogba was not a happy boyo. Have a look at this video. And we don't have that one. We'll come back to that later on.
Well, what was in it?
Basically, a fan comes up to Paul Pogba, tries to get a selfie, and Paul Pogba just keeps on walking, and the poor fan is like, oh no, I literally queued up at an airport for hours to meet my hero, and he just speed walks past me. So he's not in a good mood, Paul Pogba. That's the deep dive that we can do today. But he's going to Juventus.
If you're United, when you arrive in Australia, put him up.
Send him back.
Put him up for media duties straight away. Let him talk to the media. And first question, let's see what he says.
I think Solskjaer is still trying to keep him. Solskjaer is like, he believes he can change him.
But well, like Juventus are going to come up with a bit of a trade here, right? I mean, like you take Dybala in exchange for Paul Pogba plus a few quid, you'd imagine, that comes along with Dybala. You've got Alexandro being put in there as well. Matuidi has been mentioned in terms of a trade. There are things to be worked out here. Yeah. It's not a kind of a
Sandro would be a good signing, yeah. Especially, like I was watching him, he was playing for Brazil last night, and he's a bit more dynamic than Luke Shaw.
Well,
I mean, Luke Shaw had a decent season, but
how good was Luke Shaw's season really? Like really? What's the standard we're holding him to? Are we holding him versus previous Luke Shaw seasons?
I think, yeah, there is a case for that, where the fact that he just played a load of games, you're thinking fair play to him.
Yeah, you got through it.
You got through it.
You kept the weight off. Good man.
And that's the only way he can keep the weight off, is by playing games.
Maguire cash watch. If one of these deals goes through for Paul Pogba, then Manchester United will not rest the money in their account for very long. The latest report suggests that another £5 million has been added to the fee they'll need to pay Leicester's Harry Maguire. That's up to 85 million sterling, just under 95 million euro. When it's all said and done, will Manchester United pay more than 100 million euro for the England centre-half? Deal or no deal?
No deal.
No deal.
Good idea, bad idea?
Bad idea. Good idea to pay £80 million.
It's going to happen though, right?
I don't think it'll go above 100.
No.
I think £85 million is what you just reported there is the deal that will happen.
85 million sterling.
Yes. Harry Maguire is not a £100 million player. Also, it's the optics of all of this. Leicester City know that he's not a £100 million player.
The money doesn't matter.
50 million here or there. Doesn't matter to Manchester United, but it also doesn't matter that much to Leicester when you're getting 85 million quid into your back pocket.
Yeah, 85 million. What's the difference now?
Yeah, it'd be incredible money for Leicester to get. Leicester could buy 3 or 4 players for that.
I can see this going to 87 and a half, and Man United just doing it and getting it done.
Leicester will be able to outspend Arsenal at that point, like by ×3.
Let's move on, because Arsenal will come up a little bit later. Everton owner Farhad Moshiri wants the Toffees to sign Atletico Madrid and Spain striker Diego Costa, according to the Mail on Sunday. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited would you be to see this shithouse back in the Premier League?
10, absolutely. 11.
Yeah. Everton need someone like Diego Costa. They don't have an out-and-out striker to just cause mayhem.
The scale does not exist to tell you how excited I would be to see Diego Costa playing for
The Premier League has got 2 nights. Liverpool are going to challenge for the title next year. Whenever Everton played Liverpool near the end of the season, Diego Costa to ruin their title.
Would Diego Costa care enough about playing for Everton?
Good question.
Because he did kind of go on strike
Probably
that last season at Chelsea, didn't he?
Yeah, probably not is the honest answer to that. But that kind of creates the charm of Diego Costa. When he does care about that one game in a blue moon, it's just so bloody beautiful.
Yeah.
Do we believe this is a legitimate story? Is it a good idea from Everton's perspective? You said yes for a good idea.
Not legitimate.
It's not legitimate. It's always good for a club like Everton to be linked with these players. It gets them excited. And, you know, it's the start of the season. The season has even started, so there's optimism there. And when you hear that Diego Costa, you get excited about that. And then when you see Richarlison has scored in the Copa America final, you're thinking, this is the season we can break into the top 6.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a horse through a couple of these. Antoine Griezmann is adamant he will not return to Atletico Madrid's training this week, claiming he's suffering from emotional stress amid rumours of an expected summer switch. They're demanding he shows up because obviously he's still one of their players. The release clause hasn't been paid at La Liga's offices. Barca have said they will pay the release clause. They're just, it's just hard to scrape the money together to get it all done. And also, Neymar's over there and they want to get Neymar. Sorry, Antoine, we promised you 4 months ago that we didn't know Neymar was going to be available. And meanwhile, João Felix has taken the Frenchman's number 7 shirt. So, but here's the twist. Rivaldo, the great Brazilian, former Barcelona star, says there's no reason why Barca can't play with a Fab 4, Messi, Suarez, Neymar and Griezmann. Is this a good idea and a legitimate prospect? Can they do it?
To play in that formation?
Yeah.
No.
Barcelona have about 75% of ball possession in the game, so they spend most of their time in offensive tasks, and having these 4 players would be sensational.
Why do they have 75% ball possession in the game? It's because they play midfielders. You can't just go full football manager experimentation here when you're down 1-0 and 80 minutes gone.
I mean, they're all going to work back and track really hard, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Neymar's like, he's brilliant support for the fullback. Griezmann on the other side. Messi not doing anything anymore because obviously he's at that stage, but...
Yeah, you play the three and then Messi plays in behind them. But by God, the players behind them are going to have to work their asses off.
I mean, if you know what the deal is, and...
They basically need to sign N'Golo Kante and clone him 5 times for that to work.
It would just be a question of preparing a good system and training to make it possible. I don't see a problem in playing with this fantastic four at the same time. Come on, Rivaldo, you're right. Come on. Get on down there, knock on the door, tell them what to do. I say deal, good idea and a legitimate
To be
prospect.
fair, Antoine Griezmann would probably be settled for being an impact sub at Barcelona at this point rather than going back to Atletico.
Newcastle owner Mike Ashley has approached Liverpool legend and current Rangers manager Steven Gerrard about becoming the Magpies' new boss. That's from the Mirror. His Glasgow Rangers side finished 9 points behind Celtic last year. Is this a good idea or a bad idea?
Good idea for Steven Gerrard.
It's a bad idea for everyone.
No, I think Steven Gerrard is looking at Frank Lampard and is like, you got to strike while the iron is hot.
Do we think that this is a legitimate story?
Yes, I believe it. I believe Mike Ashley is looking at Steven Gerrard as a realistic possibility. Patrick Vieira is not interested in the job, so that's one name out of the hat. Steven Gerrard is previously linked at the top of this kind of cycle of rumour. I think it actually is not a bad idea as to the level that you think it is, Phil.
If Gerrard fails at Newcastle, that is him done ever getting the Liverpool job.
If he fails anywhere, I mean, like the fear of failure is what can hold these people back.
You can't fail at Rangers because Celtic are so far ahead that
You
all
can
needs to
become
be
irrelevant at Rangers.
Well, okay, let's move on because, well, Neil Lennon's their manager this year. It's going to be a much closer league.
Yeah.
Mustafi has hinted on social media he could leave Arsenal this summer. He changed his profile picture and removed player for Arsenal from his Instagram bio.
God. Yes.
Oh, and
Hallelujah.
Did Arsenal just get dumped? Has Mustafi been dumped by Arsenal?
No.
What should we make of this cryptic social activity? Do you care if he goes?
Oh, absolutely, I care. I love it. I love the prospect of Squadron Mustafi just packing his bags and saying, you know what, Arsenal, good luck. I'm taking my massive paycheck and I'm leaving this team forever. Goodbye, Squadron. I'm not going to miss you.
If there's time, there is. England fullback Danny Rose has a list of 8 players Spurs are looking to sell this summer, according to the Mail on Sunday. Would it be the right call to cut him loose?
No, they need him. He's better than Ben Davis.
Yeah, they need all the depth that they have because they've got no depth.
Yeah.
So don't be selling.
They're
those
only
players.
starting to build their squad.
And
They're
apparently-
starting to sign players.
David De Gea is going to sign a new deal, apparently. This is that would be amazing. And Fernandinho has been offered a massive new contract despite Rodri signing for City.